Oh, hey, didn't see you there. So you're probably wondering what the hell is going on. By the way, I am not that guy over here. Come on, there you go. So as I said before, you're probably wondering what the hell was that intro. And well, it is a long story. My name is StreamYourMind, and if you want to know about epic battles, mysterious lands, and perilous situations, well, you'll find none of that here. Because all you will find here is pain. No, not Spain. Pain. Here are some rules that I will have to abide in order to complete the task at hand. And after all of that being said,
hold on to your butts.
Because this is the Dark Souls 3 without using the B button challenge run. But first, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe. Our journey begins as usual with my character creation. Pick the best name ever, Pyromancy as my class, souls as a starting gift. My mother always told me I was the most beautiful creature in the world. After waking up in a graveyard out of all places, from the Cemetery of Ash we directly make our way towards the first boss of the game. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the Titanite shard just yet, and after extracting the sword out of Gundir's chest, he woke up in a mood, so I had to teach him a few lessons. With half of his health down, he got even more cranky, but I avoided most of his attacks just by circling around him and blocking in case he did his jump attacks. And just like that, Gundir met his demise. Once arrived in Firelink, I decided to touch the darkness within the Firekeeper, if you get my drift, and immediately started to leveling up intelligence, because I wanted to reach 30 int as fast as possible because I had a master plan. Once I placed the coiled sword, I could finally begin the game. Can you smell that? This is the smell of a fresh new run. This area isn't much different from a regular playthrough. Go on to your right, kill the big axe boy, give a belly rub to a couple of doggies, parry the guy into submission. Oops, sorry mate. Set fire to whatever this thing is supposed to be and collect your prize. Don't forget this huge amount of souls just laying around, and sit back at the bonfire and this time go straight ahead. Bully a few hollows, collect some more souls, go up the stairs, barbecue a few hollows. Don't you love the smell of bacon? Try and kill everybody, because you might get a Titanite shard if you do, and collect the binoculars because they will play a crucial role later in the playthrough. Drop down right here to pick up the Golden Pine Raisin, try to parry this guy and fail, and resort to anger and frustration to take him out and then actually get the parry. GG. Best gamer in the world. Pick up the fire bombs, down the ladder, pick up every item you can find, get the wyvern to roast the hollows. Make sure he cooks the ones at the bottom as well. Confront the Lothric Knight. Actually, on a second thought, just jog for your life as you are not in a particular hurry. Die right at the finish line. Repeat the whole process but with speed added to the footage. Light the bonfire and collect the Titanite shard as well as retrieve your soul. Go back to Firelink, consume all the souls you have and get your vigor to 15 and spend the rest on intelligence. Back at the high wall, get mildly annoyed at this hollow, take out your revenge on the Lothric Knight. Go down the ladder, humiliate this guy, watch out for these exploding barrels, gently show this hollow the way to the exit. I think it's that way, bro. Say hi to Grey Rat as we yet don't have the key to free him. Go back the ladder and go outside, which I haven't done in years. Pick up the souls on your right, give a hand to this guy. Oops, sorry. Kill the dude coming up the ladder. Keep going forward, set fire to this a-hole right here and collect the goodies he drops. Kill the crystal lizard for the raw gem, pick up the large soul, climb down the ladder, get rid of the hollows behind you, then go in the next room. Kill the Lothric Knight with the big ass shield, watch out for this guy, take him out and grab the main weapon for the run. Realize you can't wield said weapon. Big sad. In the next room, grab the eagle kite shield, get ganked, get good, grab the Estus shard, as well as the cell key, take some bad decision, question your bad decisions, try some of that zesty cheese taste, get your souls back, assert dominance, pick up the goodies in the area as well, don't forget the large soul, go back to where you fought the knight with the big ass shield, kill everyone in sight and grab the Titanite shard. Use a homeward bone, back to the Firelink, reluctantly put 1 point into dex to 1-up your gayness, and put the rest into intelligence. I swear guys, this will all make sense. Buy the sorcerer staff from the maiden, greet Andre the Giga Chet and upgrade the broadsword to +2, and don't forget to improve your Estus flask like I did. Get back to the High Wall of Lothric, free Grey Rat with the key we found, equip the ring he gives you for better defense, and get ready cause it's time to fight our next boss. Once arrived in the boss room, make sure to equip the Golden Pine Raisin you picked up before. At this point, Vortex shouldn't be more than a minor inconvenience. I died just to demonstrate how lazy play can actually be harmful to you and those around you, and definitely not because I'm trash at the game. Anyway, second try is the charm. After a quick detour to Firelink to put one pathetic point into strength, I realized I forgot the banner, so I ran up the stairs, killing everything on my path, got a lucky drop from this knight right here, we will need this in a sec. I talked to Grandma and she gave me her bus ticket, which I showed to the bus driver.
Hey, have you ever heard of NordVPN?
No, please, no, leave me alone, no! After getting dropped off at my destination, I picked up the large soul immediately to my left, talked to Yol for 3 levels, lighted up the bonfire, went back to Firelink and reached 21 intelligence. Back to the settlement and picked up the leather shield, met the locals. They weren't very friendly. Remember the spear I got from killing the Lothric Knight? Yeah, we're going to use it to reach the Titanite shard before the Gundyr fight. Once back to the settlement, I picked up the Estus shard as well as the Ember, dropped down here to pick another Titanite, lighted up the bonfire, went back to Yol to put another couple of levels into intelligence and got my strength to 14. Reinforced the Estus flask, said hi to my best friend in the world. I really should go out more. I then freed Cornix over here for his pyromancies, picked up the fire clutch ring, killed a few rats, and lighted another bonfire. After almost dying to the giant's arrows, I retraced my steps, played catch with my dad, made truce with said giant, I helped out Onion Bro taking out a fiery demon, then a stroke of genius hit me. So I went for the Flynn's ring and died and lost all of my souls. So I took my frustration out on a few rats. This time, my entire family came to remind me of how much of a failure I am. Well, joke's on them, cause I have 300 subs on YouTube. Unfunny jokes aside, after picking up the bone shards, I picked up Mortician's ashes, and it was time to kick some tree balls. I don't know why everybody hates this boss. I love, and I mean love, tickling his ball sacks and slashing away his arm that definitely isn't his penis. I bet nobody saw this at the studio, right Miyazaki? Anyway, the curse-rotted great wood goes down fairly easily. With the big tree dead, I returned to the shrine to get my last 2 levels from Yol and level up and reach 27 intelligence. Almost there guys, almost there. I then gave the transposing kiln to Gollum and used it to obtain Pontiff's left eye, which gives me back some health with successive attacks. Back to the settlement, I took the elevator, but this time to go down. But first, I stopped to have a drink with Onion Bro, somehow got past your mom and your aunt, and got the Flynn's ring, which I will never use, but better to have it nonetheless. And after some precise platforming, I was really ready to take the elevator to get to the Road of Sacrifice. Fuck this guy. Trying to get past him without running was painful as he is fast AF and hits like a truck due to me having low health, but eventually I get past him and I cheesed his ass from outside the door. Beaten by a door. How pathetic. Road of Sacrifices was the Road of Sacrifices, not much to elaborate. I picked up the souls and got past without issues. After finished talking to my future spouse, I arrived in the Crucifixion Woods where I lighted up the bonfire and returned to Firelink, reached 28 intelligence, warped back, picked up the sexiest armor in the game, made Dumb and Dumber fall to their death. Idiot. That's not supposed to happen. Ah, that's better.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Ah, Farron Keep, everyone's favorite area in the game. Here, I picked up all of the Titanite shards I could find and had a spicy date with a Dark Wraith. Yeah, suck the health out of me. I then picked up the Estus Shard, turned off the first tower, moved forwards to pick up more tits, turned off the second tower, lighted the bonfire, grabbed the bone shards, got the golden scroll as well as some new fashion bits, turned off the third fire, and boned back to Firelink to level intelligence by 1. I then warped back to Road of Sacrifices, picked up the souls of a lost traveler as well as the Ember and the Estus shards. I then made a pact with Orbeck so that he would teach me sorceries, and then killed the guys on the lower ground in order to gather as many souls as I could. Consumed the ones I had picked up, warped back to Firelink, sold all the useless items I had to the old lady, upgraded the broadsword to +3, gave the golden scroll to Orbeck, and bought Pestilent Mist off of him. A very, very useful sorcery in this run. I was just a little bit short from buying another level, so I sold even more useless items and finally reached level 30. Increased my Estus and worked back to the Vort bonfire. Killed off the old lady and placed the basin. Do doors usually behave that way? Okay, that is scary, but still, look at that booty. Oh, it's the dancer, so I'm pretty sure a lot of you know this already, but for those of you who don't, just stand behind this pillar and cast Pestilent Mist and circle around said pillar so that she gets really, really high on that Zaza and just decides to go to sleep. Moving on, with the cash I made from putting the dancer to sleep, I leveled up my vigor and my endurance and bought magic shield from Yura as I thought it could become useful at some point. I then went back to Lothric Castle and placed the basin, got to the Consumed King's Garden to pick up some souls and the Titanite chunks for later, changed my look to feel beautiful and unlocked the shortcut. I then lighted the first bonfire in Lothric Castle to pick up some more chunks. I was obviously underleveled for this area, but the rewarding souls and items was too good to ignore. So I pressed on and on and on, because enemies have a chance to drop large Titanites, which is exactly what we need. Picked up a large soul, got the Ember, and finally lighted the Dragon Barracks bonfire. Traveled back to home sweet home, leveled my vigor some more, upgraded my sword to +4 as well as my Pyroflame, and worked back to Farron Keep where I got the Dream Chaser's ashes, crushed the stray demon, got all the embers in the area, dropped down the not so secret passage, and got some more large Titanite shards. Got back to Lothric Castle and roasted these guys for the large tits, got back to Firelink and got the broadsword to +5, and got my vigor to 25. Time for the Abyss Watchers, which kicked my butt so hard I started to get really, really annoyed. So I decided to summon Bogart. Yes, hello?
Yes, hello, is this Stream Your Mind?
Yes, it's me speaking. Who is this?
Oh, I'm just your typical Dark Souls 3 player calling you to tell you that you're a giant pussy. You fucking casual.
Okay, that was weird. All right, guys, buckle up because
We're gonna need a mountain.
Now just what else are we supposed to do?
Take it cool now, Texas, and give me a chance. See, you're all mixed up because the jive's a dance.
Well, tell me some more. I'm a suck egg noodle.
Well, put down that horn, we'll have dancing school.
Clap your hands. Swing out fine. Doing the sort of you mix in. Step two, put it all together, and you're doing the job. Stop your feet. Swing out fine. Dance around a while, shake it, boogie, boogie style. Everybody's swinging when you're doing the job. You can't play rummy or twist your tummy. Don't let it bother you. Cause you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be the party, the life of the party. Do a bump. And you swing out fine. Talk a little bit, beat it up, make a fist. Everybody's happy when you're doing the job.
Stop your feet and you swing out wide. Mess around a while, shake it, boogie, boogie style. Everybody swinging when you're doing the jive. And lay rummy or a bridge, you're the dummy. Don't let it bother you. Cause you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be a party in the life of the party. Do a bump and you swing out wide. Rock a little bit, beat it up, make it fit. Everybody's happy when you're doing the jive.
Maybe something, but it's not the job. Maybe something, but it's not the job.
Well, what is the jive?
What is the jive? Why, man alive, the jive's the jive.
I cut you some riffs, and Gates did too. Now just what else are we supposed to do?
Take it cool now, Texas, and give me a chance. You see, you're all mixed up because the jive's a dance.
Well, tell me some more. I'm a suck egg noodle. Well, put down that horn, we'll have dancing school.
Clap your hands. Swing out fine. Doing the sort of you mix in. Step two, put it all together, and you're doing the job. Stop your feet. Swing out fine. Dance around a while, shake it, boogie, boogie style. Everybody's swinging when you're doing the job. You can't play rummy or the bitch or the dummy. Don't let it bother you. Cause you'll be the king when the band begins to swing. You'll be the party, the life of the party. Do a bump. And you swing out fine. Talk a little bit, beat it up, make it fit. Everybody's happy when you're doing the job.
Beautiful Irithyll, what a magical place. My jaw literally dropped when I walked outside the door on my first playthrough. So after getting rid of the giant crocodile on the bridge, I reached the bonfire, picked up the souls in the area, got the large titanite. This time I actually fought all the enemies as outrunning them was not an option. Picked up more souls, arrived at the Church of Yorshka where I spoke to Anri and she gave me the evil eye ring. I went back to the shrine to upgrade the broadsword to +8 as well as the pyre to +5, upgraded to 18 attunement in order to be able to use Great Fireball, which I obtained by giving the Izalith Pyromancy Tome found in Smoldering Lake to Cornix. And I then lighted the distant manor bonfire. I went to the dragon barracks to farm some large tits, got rid of the black slugs for the titanite chunks, and now that the wyverns are dead, I could finally get all the goodies guarded by them as well as the bone shards. And finally upgrade the broadsword to +10 and turned it into a raw broadsword. Got my pyre to +6, went back to the barracks and cooked the other weird slug, leveled up my strength and got my pyre to a decent +7, talked to Yura, took a detour to Farron Keep to pick up the Dragon Christian ring and the Crown of Dusk. Got to the Irithyll dungeon, killed the Mimic for the Estus shard, got the Jailbreaker key and picked up the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring, used Pestilent Mist to kill this giant, got the old cell key and the Dark Clutch ring and arrived to the profane capital. I traveled back to the shrine, consumed all of the souls I picked up and leveled up my strength to 20, entered Yorm's arena and got the Storm Ruler and then, well, died while trying to equip him. Yorm's fight went smooth as you would expect. Beside the cinematic nature of the fight, it's pretty straightforward. With the second Lord of Cinder down, I made my way through Irithyll, unlocked the shortcut to the Church of Yorshka. Pontiff kinda threw me off on my first attempt. I missed every parry and actually questioned if I should continue humiliating myself by making this video. However, on my second try, things went a lot better. I practically became a parry god and finished the fight in under 30 seconds. Obviously having a +10 weapon does help. After getting my endurance to 22, I went and tested my damage on the crocodiles and absolutely ruined them, and got the Fat Ring. After lighting the bonfire in Nine Orlando and soaked myself into the fan service and nostalgia, I could finally put the binoculars to use. Oh yeah. Definitely the most important item in the run.
Yep. Look at that. Aldrich was just the worst. Here is the issue with Aldrich. So I couldn't get close to him because if he decided to do the arrow attack, there was no way I could outrun the attack, but if I stayed at a mid/long distant range, he would obviously only use his range attacks and more often than not spam the arrows like no tomorrow. However, there is a part of the room where his arrows can't reach, and it's at the center of the wall on the other side of the arena. So I started praying he would get close enough so I could get him within range of my fireballs and hoped he wouldn't just snipe me with his soul arrows. After a lot of tries and shitty RNG, this finally happened. And this means we only have one other Soul of Cinder to go in order to reach the ending of the game. Next on my list was the Cracked Dragon with his invisible baby, and I thought I was going to have trouble with this fight, but actually I got him first try. Last time I fought him I was soul level 1 and no embers, so let's just say this was a lot easier than that. Who wasn't that straightforward, however, was the champion himself. No rolling meant I had to play pretty much perfectly because he can knock you on the ground like LL Cool J, and if you get knocked down, the fight is practically over. But I love this fight so much that I didn't really mind dying a billion times over anyway. Anyway, this is what the fight looked like.
My build was pretty much done at this point, and I just kept pumping levels into Vigor in order to be able to tank more hits. Next up, Dragon Slayer armor. A fight I was kinda worried about because he hits hard, can knock you on the ground or even outside the arena, but nothing that a little old circling around stuff couldn't solve, and with him out of the picture finally, I walked as fast as I could through the archives, unlocked all the elevators, and prepared myself to spank the two brothers from Alabama where it hurts the most. All of the bosses were worrying at this point, and it was no different with the princes, primarily in the second phase. They teleport away, they are fast, have ranged attacks, but fortunately, I love cheese. And since I never tried this type of cheese, I went ahead and tried it, and it was glorious. Only Souls of Cinder remains for the base game. Cinder's was fucking impossible. He's fast, he hits like a truck. Probably it was me not having a good strategy, but I tried to use magic weapon on him, crystal magic weapon on anything. But the problem was that I couldn't get to his second phase consistently enough, so I did the most cowardly thing ever and married Andre in order to summon Yura and finish them off. I know, it's anticlimactic, so here is me fighting the demon duo for you to forget what you just saw. was fucking epic.
After the demons, I really wanted to fight Midir because I felt like the Pestilent Mist could balance out the fact that I couldn't roll through his attacks.
Don't you love the magic of editing?
with Midir out of the picture, I looked at the length of this run, and after seeing it was 30 hours long, I thought,
Ain't nobody got time for that.
so I decided to end the run here. If you really want me to fight Gale and Sister Fried, please let me know down in the comments, and I will waste hours upon hours on dying to them for your own entertainment. I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe, and let's try to get to 400 subs. I know we can, and we will, and I will see you next time.